So that was mindful PDF and knowing that is very useful when engaging in physical activities. Okay, but when we are talking is also a physical activity, but more of a verbal. When we are talking and need to pay attention, then we have another related tool called the Mindful-MIYAOW. So this is the second tool that I'm going to teach you, Mindful-MIYAOW. And this tool is very good to help us to pay full, kind, and curious attention when we are talking, when we are communicating. PDF and knowing are for physical activities. Mindful meowing is when we are talking, when we are communicating, especially when we are listening. I hope by now you realize that actually mindfulness practice can be many ways. Mindfulness practice not necessarily must be in the sitting meditation style. Remember in the first session, many people were asking, can we practice mindfulness in daily life? Can we practice mindfulness in a non-meditation setting? I hope by now you're clear. You can see that actually mindfulness can be applied anytime, anywhere. Okay? So mindful meow is more for talking situation when you're communicating in relationship. Before I zoom into mindful meow, let me tell you a story on applying mindfulness in communication and relationship setting. So once upon a time, there was a king, okay, the king had three very important questions. He got three very important questions. And these three questions are, number one, when is the most important time? Question number two is, who is the most important person? And question number three is, what is the most important thing to do? Yeah. Do you think you can help the king? Let's help the king to answer his question. Okay. When is the most important time? Yeah. The most important time is now, the present moment. So I'm trying to relate this story to our mindfulness training. The most important time is now, the present moment. Who is the most important person? The most important person is the person we are with now. So all of you are the most important people in my life now because you are with me now. That's the most important person. Okay. And what is the most important thing to do? The most important thing to do is to pay attention and care for the person we are with now. Basically, the answer is all related to mindfulness. So mindfulness can be applied in relationship setting. Mindfulness can be applied in communication when we are talking, not necessarily in sitting meditation. So how do we apply mindful meow when we are talking to somebody, when we are listening to somebody? So this is my suggestion. So I came up with this mindful meow, 7 habits of mindful listening. Yeah. So you imagine the scenario is somebody is talking to you and you want to pay attention. Somebody is talking to you, you want to pay attention. So how do we pay attention? I think last week somebody asked these questions. In one of the Q&A sessions, somebody asked, how do we apply mindfulness when we are listening to somebody? Okay. So for a start, of course, as a foundation to any mindfulness practice, we cannot run away from mindful body stretching and mindful breathing. We need the body stretching and breathing to relax the body and calm the mind. Then, as we are listening to the other person, very simple thing, of course, we put away, we give full attention. So, example, we put away our phone. We stop watching the TV, stop listening to the radio or the YouTube, put the phone, we give full attention to the person. And as we are listening to the person, we can nod our head. You see the cartoon there? We can nod the head. We nod our head. So we let the person talk. Let the person talk, give full attention, nod the head. Then as when the person is talking, okay, not only that we, of course, we have to pay attention, not only that we need to pay attention, we also need to able to show the person that we are paying attention. So we need to pay attention and at the same time show the person that we are paying attention. How do we do that? Of course, nod and smile. Put on a little bit smile and nod. As a person talking, where we may say M. M is So basically, we are showing some verbal cue to give feedback to the person that I'm actually listening. Yeah. So as you're listening to me, you can do that as well. Of course, I cannot hear you, but maybe I can feel you. So as you're listening, nod your head and say, okay. Then I is, I see. Interesting. Oh, meow is like that. I see. Interesting. So mindfulness can be applied in a communication setting, not necessarily in meditation. I see. Interesting. I thought mindfulness is just sitting meditation. Oh, can apply in communication as well. I see. Interesting. Then why is yeah or yeah lor, yes. Yeah. So if the person, let's say the person is very stressed up, and the person is venting the sharing about his or her stress, then we say, yeah, very tiring, very stressful, yeah. So basically we are giving some verbal cue to show that we are paying attention. Okay, of course A is okay. O is so mindfulness can practice like that one. Oh, I didn't know. I thought mindfulness is just sit and meditation only. I didn't know it can practice in so many ways. Oh, I see. Wow, so many ways to practice mindfulness. Body stretching also can, breathing also can, communication also can. Wow, I didn't know. So many ways to practice mindfulness. So that W, wow. Okay, then the question mark, the question help means to ask questions. To ask questions on and off. Okay, the asking a question is not to question the person. The asking a question is the way to show that we care. We can ask questions to show that we care. So very simple. No need to talk too much. Let the person talk. We just nod our head, smile. So that's 7 habits of mindful listening, mindful meow. Okay, related to mindful meow, let's see what our 4 MindfulGym angels. You still remember our 4 MindfulGym angels, the 4 R's, the attention, kindness, beginner's mind, and wisdom. Let's see what our 4 MindfulGym angels have to say about mindful meow and listening. Remember, I said earlier, all the MindfulGym exercises, we always relate back to the principles of mindfulness, which is paying attention to the present moment with kindness, with beginner's mind, and wisdom. Okay, so the attention angel remind us when we listen, pay attention. Pay attention. The most important person is the person we are with now. Put the phone away, off the TV, pay full attention to the person. Then kindness. How do we apply kind? So it's not just attention, it has to be kind attention. Kind attention example is, we can offer a comfortable seat to the person. If the person is distressed, crying, we can offer tissue paper. We can smile. Smiling is a way of offering kindness. Smile. Make sure our body posture is an open body posture, is gentle. We try to make the person feel comfortable. Of course, mentally, we can also radiate kind thoughts to the person. That's how we apply kindful attention. Okay. And what does the beginner's mind angel has to say? Okay. Beginner's mind, the angel will remind us to have an open mind when we listen to somebody. Listen, really listen with your heart. Try to let go of whatever preconceived idea we have. Listen to the person. Whatever thoughts we have, we temporarily let go our thought, pay full attention to the person talking to us. Wisdom is try to understand. Wisdom is try to understand and be empathetic. Try to understand our role when we talk to somebody, especially in a counseling setting, if you're talking to somebody who is in distress, remember, our role is to care for the person. Our role is not to judge. I always remind myself, when I'm doing counseling in my clinic, my role is to care for the person. My role is not to judge the person. That is wisdom. Our role is to care, not to judge. So these are further tips on how to apply mindfulness in listening, in communication setting. Maybe one last point on this. Very often when people talk to us, it might not be necessary to give advice. I notice very often when people want to talk, people just want to express their distress. They want to talk. They just want to share. Not necessarily they want advice from us. In fact, sometimes giving unsolicited advice. Unsolicited advice means people actually never ask for advice. We offer the advice. Sometimes it makes people feel worse. Of course, our intention is good. We want to help the person, but sometimes they feel more useless. If you're giving lots and lots of advice, they may think, oh, I'm so useless. You have to give me advice after advice after advice. Sometimes a wiser way to respond in communication is just listen, just to care. No need to give any advice. Okay, one last slide, a video before we open for Q&A. So this is a nice video related to mindful and mindless listening.
It's getting busy.
Yeah.
Look at this place.
It's really nice. Good choice.
Yeah, thank you.
Right here?
And here you are, madame.
Well, I think you could, sir.
Remember the other day when you asked me... You asked me where you thought this relationship was going?
What? I'm sorry, babe. Just hold on 1 second. You were saying?
Remember the other day when... You asked if I loved you?
Lol. Mm-hmm.
Well, I've been thinking about it and...
Oh my god.
I just wanted you to know...
Wait, I'm sorry. You just want to go?
What?
I mean, we just got here, but okay, that's fine.
No, I don't want to...
I'm gonna take my drink, though.
I love you. It's getting busy.
Yeah.
Look at this place.
It's really nice. Good choice.
Yeah, thank you.
Right here?
And here you are, madame.
Well, I think you could, sir.
Remember the other day when you asked me...
Sorry, babe. Just let me turn off my phone. You were saying? Oh. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Enjoy.
Did you order these?
I did.
Well, look at you, all prepared. You were saying?
Remember the other day when you asked where our relationship was going?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I've been thinking about it, and I just wanted you to know. I love you, Jessica. Will you marry me?
Yes, of course I will.